Let's talk COVID-19.
COVID-19!
Since the president and the first lady have now contracted COVID-19, states around the country are taking off their mask mandates. Is COVID-19 even a thing anymore? Hold your politics. This is not about politics. We're going to be as neutral as possible, but we feel like we have a front row seat to the whole shebang because we have an ICU nurse,
Jazz hands,
and we are a travel family. So let's have a chat.
So welcome everybody, it's NOP, John and Kristen. Today is a Real Talk Tuesday, and guys, her computer is still in the shop, and so it is a another one take.
Yeah, so actually this is our second take. The first take, the mic didn't work.
Yeah,
again. So
technology and its fun problems.
So we're going to start a timer, and we're going to talk about 3 different COVID things. 1, what's it like in the ICU right now in the fall of 2020? 2, what is our family doing specifically to prepare and plan for all of this? And 3, what can you do so that you can still avoid people and COVID-19, but have fun?
All right, so let's get started with number 1. How has it been in the ICU for me lately? All right, ICU nurse, I work in all the COVIDs, not all the time, but a lot. So here's what I'm going to say about this. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina right now. Do we have it? Absolutely, yes. I will say that it has maybe slowed down from a couple of months ago. We would have like 40, some odd patients in the hospital, and those numbers have kind of turned down a little bit. In the ICU right now, I'm seeing anywhere between, say, I don't know, 7 to 10, maybe sometimes 12. We've been as high as like 16 to 18 patients in the ICU at one point in time, but on average right now I'm going to say it's around 7 to 8 people. Those people that do make it to the ICU are really sick though. They are on all of the things, all of the treatments. If you've been keeping up with the news, you know that the president has had steroids. He's had a drug called remdesivir. That is a new antiviral drug that is actually still in trial, but we're using it, in a trial basis on a lot of people. And of course, people need to, usually when they're in the ICU, they are very sick. They're intubated, they, are on the breathing machines, are on all these medicines, sometimes medicines to keep their blood pressure up, and we prone them. And what that means is that they're laying on their stomach because we breathe a little bit better when, we have more surface area in the back of the lungs. So laying on the stomach helps people breathe and get through it. We have definitely lost people to COVID-19. Of all different age groups. I've seen people in their 30s that had, no problems, they were healthy beforehand, come in, and certainly people in their upper 90s. The ones that we do lose usually have a lot of comorbidities. They're typically smokers, definitely have diabetes, usually they're obese, and there's just, a pretty significant population like that doesn't make it through. And yeah, it can be rough. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask about PPE. How are you guys doing with PPE?
So in terms of PPE, at this hospital, I feel pretty good about it. We, are recycling the N95 masks. Initially, those were always just supposed to be a one-time use. When we had a patient that, maybe had tuberculosis or something like that, where we would wear those, you'd go into the room, you come out of the room, and you throw it in the trash. That is not happening anymore. So we send them down, they get recycled, meaning they go through a sterilization process and then they come back to us. They're typically lasting like a week or so. Yes, the beard is back. The beard is back because I have what's called a PAPR available to me. I think it stands for Positive Airway Personal Respirator. Anyway, it's a hood thing. I think you've got a picture of it. Maybe we could show them the picture.
Yes.
So I wear that around, which allows me to have the beard. I still wear a mask underneath of it and stuff too, but at least I have that. The next contract, this is probably going away again, but c'est la vie, I can wear it for now.
Are there still hot zones?
Oh yeah, so we're still definitely seeing, places like Texas, California, New York, Georgia right now, and I can tell that those are hot zones because when I look at contracts that are coming out for, nurses that are still calling for ICU nurses in these hot zones, these short-term crisis contracts, there are still plenty of those available. So even though maybe here in Asheville, we're not seeing a huge amount of it, and, for all the patients that do come into the ICU, we're still sending a ton of them home. We get people in, they come into the hospital, they go through a couple of weeks, maybe a week, and then they do go home. It's not a couple of days. but they do go home, and usually by that point in time, they have at least had a COVID negative test or something like that first. So yeah, but it's still definitely out there, you guys. If you ask an ICU nurse, they're going to tell you, yeah.
Okay, what's our family doing about it? As you know, we get out and about still, so we're not holed up in Windy 100% of the time.
We would all kill each other.
That said, we do take precautions. We always wear masks when we cannot social distance. We wear masks in public. When we're on trails, we don't wear masks unless we're in close proximity to people, like you'll see in this upcoming weekend's video when we went to Grandfather Mountain.
Yeah.
And we are, if we do get an exposure, a known exposure, then we definitely, oh yeah.
You're like waving it at them.
Waving it.
You all better be paying attention. She's got notes.
Okay, if we have a known exposure, we are actually isolating, meaning we're not going anywhere, not even to the grocery store. We had one exposure over the summer in Marshall, and we were basically locked ourselves down and didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Just in case.
Yeah, we do have kind of a bubble of people that we hang around with. There's another travel nurse family here that we enjoy hanging out with, and she also works at Mission, so we kind of hang out with them, and we've been hanging out a little bit with our friends in Marshall, but other than that, we're not really seeing a lot of people outside of our little bubble right now, trying to protect ourselves and others, especially as we get closer to the holidays, which brings me to, when we go back home, our plan is to get tested because we don't want to bring COVID with us back home. And hello, photo bomber.
Video bomb. We probably will not quarantine an entire 2 weeks once we get back home, because that will severely cut into time to visit our family. But if we have a negative test, we know that it's not likely that we're exposing anyone. Yeah, we'll probably get tested once we get to Kansas City. There's the Bubs, can you flip the propane water heater back to electric?
And then as far as what did I miss here?
You still got 4 minutes, babes. You're doing fine.
Okay, good. So
thanks, buddy.
We unfortunately had to cancel some plans that we had. We have still gone out to dinner a few times, but we haven't gone out to dinner yet with other people because we're sitting across the table from people without masks on and eating food. And it's kind of like maybe doesn't make too much sense, but we're really super sad because we did have plans for tonight actually, and we had to cancel, and we are very sorry that we had to cancel those plans, but we just are taking some extra precautions.
Well, when we go back to Kansas City, for Christmas and that kind of stuff, I mean, we're going to be with the grandparents. We're going to be with some newer babies and stuff too. So we just want to be as safe as we can for our family.
Yes. Okay, so the last question is, what can you do to avoid people and still have fun? Because obviously we're still bringing you videos of going out and having fun.
I mean, you guys see us too. We're not wearing masks. Like right now we're sitting outside of our RV campsite and not wearing masks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
you absolutely still can go have fun even if you can't wear a mask, or even if you can't, if there's COVID and you can't be, you don't want to be with a lot of people and a lot of stuff is closed. So we have some ideas.
She's got notes.
I got notes. Okay, obviously number one, camping. Go camping. So fun. But be careful because a lot of people are camping, and if you go camping in an area where it's very crowded, well, anywhere, pick up your trash.
Oh, yeah,
Don't leave your trash. Okay. Picnicking. You can go on picnics. You can go on hikes or walks. All Trails is a great place to look if you're looking to go for a walk.
It's an app. App. You can get on your phone.
Go for scenic drives. Even in places like Kansas, my friends, there are still scenic drives to be had. So Google it, or just get in your car and go drive. Geocaching, which is super fun.
Always a good time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frisbee golf. Try something new you've never tried before.
Frolf.
Bike riding, skate parks if you have these kinds of kiddos. But be careful, go in a time of day where it's not super busy, because they can get crowded. Pokemon Go and other...
What are they called?
We don't have that yet.
Know.
We need to get that.
We do.
You should get
virtual gaming.
Augmented reality games.
Okay.
Pokemon Go Pokemon Go is a good example. You've got your little phone and your camera, and they show up on your whatever. You guys know. There's like Harry Potter one now. I think there's one for Netflix's popular Witcher, the video game. There's all sorts of these out there, but they get you outside, and that's the point.
Yes. Climbing, like rock climbing or bouldering, and then swimming if it's still warm enough where you are to go swimming for sure. And as the weather gets colder, you might even be able to add things like snowshoeing and sledding. And of course, all of these are outdoor ideas, and we're very outdoorsy. Sorry, I'm waving this thing around.
Yes.
We are a very outdoorsy family, but the point is you can still have fun while avoiding people and the coronavirus, and we really encourage you to do so. All right, that's all.
I think that's it,
No,
you
that's
guys.
it.
No, it's not it. It's not it.
Okay, well, we're not editing this, okay? So
Yeah.
we're not gonna.
We have 1 minute.
We have 1 minute
bud.
left. So I just want to say thank you guys for, kind of being with us as we do these one takes, and you're going to see probably some more lives. We're not sure how long it's going to take for Kristen's awesome editing computer to come back. So we do miss that, but we
Yes.
appreciate you, kind of sticking with us and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Watch our episodes because those are taking me guys like 4 times longer to edit than normal. And so I really, really appreciate it when I see that they're getting some views and
Yeah,
likes
and
and
the thumbs
comments.
ups
For
important.
sure.
So
Because it's very difficult with the computer situation right now. But anyways, all right. Thank you guys for watching.
all right. Well, I guess that's it, right?
Yep.
All right. Do you want to show them your pumpkin?
Yeah.
Okay. Show them real quick.
And my other.
Just
one.
real fast.
Fast.
Real fast.
We're about to beep.
We're about to beep. Happy soon to be Halloween, everybody.
All right. Do you
All
want
right.
to say we'll see you out there?
Yeah. You want to say we'll see you out there?
Okay,
That's
ready?
the end. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
We'll
see you out there.